Hey, welcome back to Bill's Sea-Doo Midlife Crisis. I'm Bill, and I'm back in my garage tonight with my third rim, which I wasn't going to make a video about because I've already done two, and you've seen me paint, sand and paint and clean and do all that. Not that exciting. So I wasn't going to do the third one, but I am going to do a short one because this one is way more rusty. I don't know why, to be honest, but it is quite a bit rustier than the others. So I'm gonna do this one, and I'm not gonna show doing everything. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of check in at each stage. So I'm gonna take 180 grit or 120 grit, I should say, paper, and then 180, and then maybe 240, and just give this a really good sanding. Try to get all that rust down. I've already cleaned it, and then we'll do the painting and see how it turns out. Should be good. Not that interesting, but I thought, you might be interested to see how this one turns out. Okay, so all sanded up. Lots of stuff to take off, lots of rust, lots of chippy paint. I think these might have been painted. This rim might have been painted previously. I can't tell, but I think it might have been. It might have been a black rim at one point, then painted gray. And anyway, you can kind of see it in here, but I got it pretty smooth. I spent a lot of time getting the gunk out of this groove. I didn't get it all out. I mean, I blew it as hard as I could with the blower, and I cleaned it with the scraper and paper towel and some cleaner. Anyway, I did my best, but I got it pretty cleaned up. I think it's going to look fine. I think it's going to look like the others. I think that this is probably going to rust. Okay, so I'll let you watch me spray it. What I was saying in the last clip, or about to say, is I'm pretty sure that there's enough rust on this that it'll rust through again. So I'm pretty sure that I'll be doing this job again in, a year or two. So I didn't go too crazy trying to get all the rust off. I just didn't think it was worth it. I thought if I went nuts, I'd still be painting it again in a couple years, and that's fine. It's an old rim. So I got it as good as I could. I think it'll look good when it's painted, and not sure it'll last a long time, but that's all right. So I'm going to just stand up here and give this a spray, and then flip it over, and you can see again I'm using Tremclad rust paint. This is the gloss aluminum color. It looks great, and it is glossy, and it is aluminum, and it's all good. So I've just masked this around, masked the stem, laid some towels here to block the tire, which I sometimes forget to do if you watch my other videos, and I've remembered to move my car out of here, which I almost didn't. So here we go. Okay, I think I'll stop there and flip it over. This one is definitely the roughest looking of the three. You can see, yeah, this didn't turn out as well. I mean, from 6 feet away, I think it's going to look great. But yeah, this one definitely, it's either an older rim or I don't know what the deal is with this. But in any case, got a little overspray there. Nothing that you'll be able to see probably, but be a little more careful with my masking here. Okay, I'm going to flip this over carefully. You can see it. There's how it looks. Like I say, on film, on the camera, it probably looks good. Up close, you can see lots of the the pitting and stuff that I just sanded off. I'll definitely do a second coat on this. So let me just throw that over. Actually, before I do that, not make the same mistake I made that one other time where I forgot and put the tire down on top of some wet paint and then got wet paint on everything, which was a bit of a bummer. So, okay, no wet paint there. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to fast forward this, of course, because this is not exciting stuff. Just put my microfibers back down here to mask everything up, and then we'll be ready for the painting the other side. Get that hair out of there so it doesn't end up, I'm sorry about that, so it doesn't end up in the tire, encapsulated for evermore. One more. Okay, I'm just pushing these down a little. Not that this really matters because it's on the back side of the wheel, but I think that's what I didn't do last time, and some paint slid under there. Okay, here we go. Okay, done. For now, I'll just leave that as it is, and we'll just let that dry for a bit. In about an hour, I'll slide out here and hit this again, let it dry overnight, and then we'll be ready to put the clear coat on it. And yeah, that'll be it. That'll be, this tire and rim will be done. Like I said, this is like the worst looking one, so I don't know. Should I make it the spare? I don't think it matters. It's in fine shape, it was just a bit rusted, and doesn't look as cool as the others, but I think, again, once it's back on the trailer, I think it'll look the same. So that is it. 3 rim refinishing. Pretty much done. I'll check in when I do the clear coat on this, and then that'll be it for this. Thanks so much. Okay, we're a couple hours later, and I just put on second coat. There it is. Looking pretty good. Like I say, this one is by far the least perfect of them all, but you know, as you get back like here, it looks good. So again, there we go. We'll put the clear coat on there tomorrow and let it set for a day or two, and then we'll get it back on the trailer, and that'll be it. All right. Thanks again. Have a good night.